Hi everyone, I just wanted to record one last video for this semester to let you know a few things about wrapping stuff up for the term. I have some of the details below, but just to sort of summarize them here in a video. So last day of classes at EMU is December 10th, so what that means is that somewhere around that time I'll calculate the participation grade for the second half of the semester because our participation will be done. So that grade will be in place. Also sometime probably more like on about December 12th or so, because I'll give people a chance to finish up. I'll calculate the grades for the blogs. And also I'll calculate the grades for participation and peer review, which means that short of any kind of revisions that you might do for this semester, you should have a complete sense of the grade that you will have for the final term. Now, if you decide that you do want to revise one of the major projects, and you can revise the Ancient Style and Commercials project, the Style Advice project, or the one that we just finished, or about to finish, the Web Genre and Discourse Analysis project, here are the rules for it. The first rule is that you actually have to either physically meet with me, or because it's an online class, meet with me via something like Skype or Google Hangouts or something like that. And if that's the case, we can email each other and sort that out. When we meet physically or on Google Hangouts or Skype, you're going to share with me your thoughts on the comments that you receive from me and my peers and stuff your peers and stuff, and whatever questions you might have about something that I said or somebody else said or something like that. Second thing is you can revise all the projects that you want, but you can't revise any of the discussions or the peer reviews or the blog posts. That stuff is all done. You can revise one of these three projects up to 100% of the grade minus whatever deductions you might have had. So for example, if I deducted a grade because you turned in something late, that means the highest that you could get is a high B. The other thing is you only get to revise each one once, because I don't want to get into this game of like, well, I made this change. Is it an A now? No. If I make another change, will it be in it? Because, that doesn't make any sense. And the revisions are due at the end of the time for the semester, which for our semester is December 14th at 5 p.m. Michigan time. I'll get to that in just a second. And the other thing is, too, is one of the reasons I want to meet with you about revising is, do you want to revise things strategically and not just because? And this is what I mean. A lot of times I think that students want to revise things just to make them better because they want to make them better. And I think that that's admirable, and I think it's a good thing to have, good instinct to have as a writer. But we're talking now about like revising something to improve your grade. So what I'm getting at is that if all three of your projects got about 85% Bs and everything else in the class is about a B, you're going to get a B. And that's pretty much the way that sort of works out. So you want to think in terms of being on the edge of a grade, like between a B plus and an A minus or something like that. And you also want to think in terms of revising the project that is hurting your grade the most. And that's sometimes a problem too, because sometimes people want to revise a project that is actually pretty much done as it is, and they don't want to revise the project they didn't do as well on, but sometimes revising the project you didn't do as well on is the one that's actually going to make a difference. Okay, so that's my basic strategy for that, or talk on that. Now, a little bit about the end of time. This semester, the end of the time for this semester is, and it's been on the class homepage for the entire semester, and that hasn't changed, is December 14th, 5 p.m. Michigan time Friday. So December 14th, 5 p.m. Michigan time, that's the end of time. What do I mean by the end of time? What I mean is that at 5 p.m. December 14th, Michigan time, everything is fine. Birds are singing, children are playing. It's great. It's cold, but it's still, everything's fine. At 5:01 on December 14th,
time ceases to exist. We're seeking to avoid a black hole, a nothingness. It's a theoretical cosmologic philosophic puzzle. Yeah!
All right, scary, wasn't it? Okay, so this is what I'm getting at. The end of the time for us is going to be December 14th at 5 p.m. Michigan time, period. Because all things have to come to an end. And the end for us is going to be December 14th, 5 p.m. Michigan time. If you were to say to me, Steve, is there any way I can make a change and turn it in on December 15th? My response would be, what do you mean there is no December 15th. I do this every semester because I just want to make sure that everybody understands that all things must come to an end, good things and bad things. And I'm as interested in finishing the class as you are. So what I'm saying is that on December 14th at 5 p.m., I'm going to probably start grading things, and I might even start grading some things before that, because I'm as interested in wrapping up this semester and getting ready for the winter term as you are. So that's why I'm so adamant about the end of time being, you guessed it, December 14th, 5 p.m. Okay, I think that's it. Hopefully people have learned some stuff this semester. I've had a good time. I've learned some things from you. I've enjoyed interacting with all you folks in class. I hope there's a chance that some of us will get to see each other in face-to-face setting classes as well. I'm teaching 484 in the winter term, so maybe I'll see some of you there. And of course, I'll be around the halls and things like that. So otherwise, I will, as they say, see you online. Bye-bye.